was on his heels the whole time,
Yeah, yeah.
and people were clapping for Newt Gingrich,
Oh,
and
it
like
was nuts.
I was like
Yeah,
I was like all he had to say is, dude, I'm not the
I didn't
one
do
who
it.
like told my wife, hey, let's get it on with some other chick or whatever. You're
Yeah.
gonna have to share me. I'm like, and you're like, granted, Newt. There is plenty of you to go around,
Well,
but
I just thought it was, he said it was totally out of line to ask the question, and I thought it was, it came right to the core of his character, and I thought it was a fair question. Now, if he didn't want to
absolutely.
answer that, it's his own prerogative not to answer it, but I don't think an attack was really warranted, because
No,
I think
I'd
that
say,
was,
listen. You know what I said? I said, listen here, fatty. Everybody knows. Everybody knows you ditched your wife who had cancer. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
you gave her the divorce papers like in the hospital. Everybody knows that you ditched this current wife when you found out she has MS. Now you want this guy in charge of your health care? I'm saying you
Yeah,
better
it
be paid
was.
up because he's gonna ditch you. He's like an insurance company. You know, you get in a wreck. Yeah, you were
Canceled.
canceled.
Yeah, he's a piece of
I,
work.
dude, I'm just amazed that anybody would vote for that guy. And you got you got Mitt Romney, who looks like the guy who fired your dad. Not your dad per se, but like
Yeah, it's in general. Yeah,
in
I get
general.
you.
I mean, you know, I heard somebody say he looks like if the East Germans in the '80s, you know,
He
pre
kind of looks like a cross between Sylvester Stallone and the guy he fought in Rocky Four, Ivan Drago.
he's we we've gone to the future to find the perfect politician. You know,
Yeah, he looks like the Schwarzenegger guy from The Simpsons, kind of like that.
Rainier Wolfcastle.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But I don't, Romney, I don't really have a problem with. It's just something about him I'm not quite sure of. I can't put my finger on it, but something's not quite right.
Yeah, it's your phony baloney detector. Just
That
like
could be it, but I can't. As I said, I can't. There's nothing I can say. I don't like this or that, but there's just something it's not quite right.
right, it's your instinct saying this guy's a phony, and
Yeah.
that's probably the long and the short of it. It's not anything really
Well,
super
I don't know if
scientific.
I don't know if he is a phony. I mean, what's he claiming to be? Rich, and I mean that's about it, right?
He's like, yeah, he's paying. He's
I
like,
mean, he's
oh,
basically saying don't hate me because I'm rich.
yeah, don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he's actually, he got elected as a Republican in a very very liberal state of Massachusetts. So, people are beating up on him on his previous stances, which were
Yeah.
very very
I don't
liberal.
have a problem with him though. Now the other guy, what the hell's his name?
Rick Santorum.
Santorum, that's the guy. He was actually at my voting precinct,
Yeah,
at the little fire station down the road.
yeah,
Um, I missed him, but they told me he was there before I got there.
yeah. And what'd you say? So
I said, "Wow, cool."
you say I'm here to vote for R, M, F, and P, right?
Now
Represent.
I know you were strongly pushing for me to vote for Ron Paul,
Uh-huh.
and
Did you vote for Ron
well,
Paul?
I'm going to tell you what I did do
Oh,
because
you did not vote for Ron Paul.
just hear me out because
Because I'm gonna
you know
hang up on you right now. That's part of the deal.
no. The deal was, and I said this from the beginning, I will do anything for this show.
All right, okay.
So now, I guess in my mind it should have worked, but watching the television later on with the results, it didn't come up the way I thought it would come up. Because what I expected to see was Newt Gingrich 242,000 votes or whatever, Mitt Romney 167,000, Santorum whatever 50,000 or 70,000 whatever it was, and then Ron Paul 47,000, and then the Lenny and John Show won.
You voted for the Lenny and John show?
I I was trying to get us publicity. I thought it would be on all the networks because they show all the results.
You wrote you wrote Oh.
They show all the
Oh.
results. Why did they not show? Obviously, I think we should demand a recount because I know there was one vote for us.
Well, you know what? I'm glad you live in a state full of idiots where that vote did not did not count in
It
such a way
counted.
that
It counted.
well, it counted, but it wasn't the tiebreaker. It wasn't a
Well, on Ron Paul's his little speech, concession speech afterwards, he said, it's just we did good. We didn't win, but we had 4 times as many votes as we did last time, right?
yes, yeah. He said,
So I'm thinking
John,
next time,
you idiot, you blew it.
next time we come in, next 4 years we do the election again, right?
No, I'm
We go in there.
going to be alive in 4 years.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. But the Lenny and John Show, we can say we got 5 votes. We did 5 times what we did last time.
Oh my gosh.
See, and then we'll definitely be in the news. How does the I don't know if they how they count that, because I don't know if 2 people can run for one office or if a show is eligible for office.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, or maybe I could just because I guess I think of myself as the executive producer of the show, right?
Yeah.
Because I paid the
call
I paid the
screener. You're the
I paid the $10 for the domain name, so that makes me the executive producer.
yeah, you can be the president of Lenny and John
president,
Incorporated.
CEO, CNO,
CO, CEO,
yeah,
CFO.
everything. So just get elected. You could be the you could be the vice president. That's right. You could be the vice president. So I'm just thinking, but I didn't see it. I didn't watch all the news, and maybe it was on CNN later. I haven't taken a look at our website to see if the hits were up significantly. But I'm sure
CNN would cover somehow this outlier. He got 1 vote. Herman Cain got 6.
No, because they had signs up. That said
Herman Cain.
They had signs up saying that all those people were out of it. Herman Cain and Michelle Obama or whoever was running.
So Obachman.
Yeah, they said they were no longer on there, but they were still on the ballot.
Right.
But so I had to do a write-in
Right.
for the Lenny and John Show,
Okay.
which was kind of embarrassing because it was.
Did you ask how to spell it?
Well, it was a touch screen, and so I didn't know exactly how to do a write-in vote. So I had to call the guy over to help me, and he said, "Well, who do you want to vote for?" And I said, "The Lenny and John Show." And then I kind of made it look like I didn't understand what he was saying, so he brought more people over and more people, and so I could kind of tell everybody about the show. And
all right, so you can never tell your children what you've done.
oh, I always tell my children who I voted for.
The shame of the mocking of the Republic. How do you do that?
They think I'm insane.
Yeah.
Well, because I used to vote just for myself before we had the show, and
okay.
before that it was I voted for H. Ross, I still probably would vote for if I thought he had a chance. H. Ross Perot, yeah.
Right, yeah.
He's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's still it's not over, people. If you want to do a write-in vote for the Lenny and John Show, we got the Florida's our next stop. Write it in, and make it happen.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
You betrayed me.
No. It's all.
You see that part where Fredo betrays Al Pacino and the Godfather?
With the ring? He threw the ring into the fire.
He said, "I love you, Fredo."
Hey, I told you I'd do anything for the show, and the show is good for the country. So if we could broadcast from the White House, we wouldn't have all these problems with the computers, because I'm sure they get a really good internet connection.
Right. He says, "You broke my heart, Fredo."
We could broadcast right from the Oval Office. Great internet connection, and we'll probably have all kinds of people helping us with the sound effects. We wouldn't have to do that anymore. And top of the line equipment.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do. You seem taken aback.
You broke my heart. You broke my heart, Fredo.
No, it's for the good of America.
For the good of America.
The Lenny and
Well,
John Show. Lenny and John Show is good for America, so it's for the good of America.
uh,
You got to do what
oh
you got to do,
boy.
right? Now, when
Yeah.
you go down to Florida, you can
Well,
you'll
yeah,
be
you gotta
voting early.
do what
You'll
you
be
did.
voting early. Yeah, do what I did, and people start seeing,
No,
wow,
I gotta
what's this
undo what
Lenny
you
and
did.
John Show? And then the
I have
other people say, Lenny and John Show, we better vote for them too.
oh, we better get on board with whatever
Yeah.
this is a tsunami of
Now, what you do, since you're voting early, find a poller and tell him you voted for the Lenny and John Show. So they'll say, in early results with 0.1% reported, we have Lenny and John Show in first place. And then,
Oh, you should have gone out. Oh, you should have gone all the way. You should have put a sign out. Lenny and John Show.
that's a good idea. But
Well,
they don't
you
have
know,
any signs.
Here's the thing: my
But-
policy is vote early, vote often.
Yes, exactly. Hindsight, I could have had the signs up and maybe given Rick Santorum one of my T-shirts, but
Oh yeah.
chances of him wearing it were slim since I'm running against him.
All right. Well, he only wears sweater vests. And
Like Mr. Rogers, yeah.
yeah. The sleeves seem to slow him down, though.
I agree with him. I do not like sleeves. Do not like sleeves.
They're too binding.
Oh yeah, you gotta the arms have to breathe. They have to move.
They do get hot. They do
Oh
get
yeah,
hot.
yeah. Oh
The
yeah,
sweater.
definitely. Oh yeah.
Maybe that should be what the next thing you make a we'll get Paige to make us a John and Lenny show sweater vest.
Ooh, that'd be neat. We should get some John and Lenny dolls. Some of the dolls. And we could, pose them and I don't know, do whatever you do with dolls.
No, I don't want anybody doing anything with a doll that
Voodoo.
looks like
You're
me.
afraid of the doll. Yeah.
No. I seen the Talkie Tina with Telly
Uh-huh.
Savalas on Twilight Zone. Remember that? I'm
Yeah,
Talkie Tina,
yeah.
and I'm gonna kill you. I'd be like, yeah. First of all, that's what Telly Savalas where he made his mistake. You don't ever let that doll out of your sight. Just like you never turn your back on
Chucky.
a chimp,
On
Yeah.
Chucky.
on
Yeah.
a Chucky, on a chimp, you just don't turn your back on it. You gotta keep them,
That's right.
keep 'em-
Unless,
keep-
what if the chimp starts tossing poop at you?
Well, you gotta use your lateral movement skills. You gotta
Dodge the poop.
you gotta dodge it.
Poop dodging. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean,
So what else we got?
life is rough.
What else has been on the news? Oh, that old guy died, right?
Oh yeah, the guy who was in charge of that child touching ring up in Penn State.
Well, I don't know if he was in charge of the ring, but
Well, he's the boss of the guy who was in charge.
Yeah,
of it.
he was like the-
I
yeah.
elevated him to the status
head toucher.
king of the boy touchers. Yeah,
Oh,
king
yeah.
of the boy touchers.
Yeah, that was. Woke up to that this morning. That was not. I was expecting to wake up to. Like I said, I was expecting to see the Lenny and John Show all over the news, and woke up to a dead child molester knower.
Well, funny thing is so I was at work last night, and I was keeping track of the news as I usually do on the Drudge Report. And I called everybody over and said, "Hey, Drudge Report's reporting Joe Paterno is dead." And it says Joe Paterno dead, and I click on it, and it says Joe Paterno near death. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's two different things. That's two.
It's funny you said that because on Fox News this morning, they were saying he was dead, and on the ticker across the bottom, they were saying he was in grave condition. Now those aren't contradictory because grave condition you have to be dead, right, to go to the grave. So I guess I was correct, but wasn't really how I used to hearing it used. Usually it's near death, not actual death.
Right.
So he's dead. I guess he can't be a witness now, though.
Nope.
So
He's gonna-
yeah, that'll bring out some of the conspiracy theorists that Sandusky had him killed.
Is it Sandusky behind bars now, or is he like on house arrest?
Oh
or
yeah,
something?
he's probably. Did he? I think he made bail.
Oh
I
wow.
think he made bail, so he's out working at ice cream shop or something, candy shop,
Across from the
toy store.
right? Obviously.
Probably like that